Yo, what the is up? No, I'm playing. All right, let me get serious.
It's Valley of the Beats, where desert sounds ignite the street, spread the word.
What up, world? We're back with Valley of the Beats podcast. I'm your host, Jamaal the RX, and I got my co-host with me. What's your name?
It's your boy, the anomaly, the wizard, the man that do magic by all BS, Wizard Taylor, you feel me? Popping over here on Valley of the Beats back again this month. It's popping, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we missed out last month, but this month we got a very special guest, multiple guests. All these guests are women that produce, engineer, DJ, photography, cinematography, and podcasting. So, real quick, let's go down the line. Y'all introduce yourselves to the world.
I'm Muziqli. I'm a producer, engineer, and musician.
MixedbyAO. I'm a producer, engineer.
I'm Benjadasai, photographer, cinematographer.
So, my very first question is, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Thank you.
We're here, so
Great. Fantastic. Very grateful to be here.
That's what's up. So I'm curious to know, like, since all y'all pretty much involved with music, like, what are your influences, especially when growing up? Like, who did you listen to?
honestly, for me, it was my mother. My mother was a musician, so she got me into music. She was probably a big influence on me because she always had bands, so I was always in the studio with her watching her bands play. And then as soon as she got a drum set and she found out I could play them, she was like, "That's it. You're gonna be my drummer."
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Tired. How about you, AO? Like, like when you were coming up, like what sounds and stuff stuck with you that like, might affected you today?
I was really early, like Common and No ID, Kanye West, early Kanye West. Yeah, but No ID, J Dilla, just all of them. I don't know. Flying Lotus, like all of the like early on like coldest producers for me were those ones.
I got chewed up about my opinion with J Dilla last segment, but I ain't gonna say that right now. It's gonna be some conflict. It's gonna.
That we don't need conflict. We don't
Yeah.
need any conflict.
Was that you that said that?
You saw that? It. I could see where the argument was going, but I ain't gonna pick it up. Just put it down, and But how about you? Like photography is different. Ain't no like Well, actually, I don't know any famous photographers. So like, was there anybody that like guided you into where you wanted to be right now?
To be honest, it wasn't like photographers that influenced me. It was music. I always knew that I wanted to do something with music and photography. So I was listening to the same stuff, the J Dilla and the early Kanye. And my grandma was like a big jazz head, and I grew up around a ton of jazz. So yeah, there's like a bunch of dope photographers, but my thing has always been like, oh, I'm gonna work with like rappers and singers and stuff like that and create like a platform or I don't know, whatever. Just work with like other rappers that I like and stuff. So
Type. Okay. You was liking my photos earlier, so it was a little bit of a compliment. Knowing somebody liked my photos and you a photographer too. That's special. I think what we got right here is special too, because like this is an all female segment, no males. Female producers of any kind are like underlooked, in any kind of way. So like, did y'all ever face those challenges of like being underlooked as like a female?
Oh yeah.
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 Yes.
I think that if compliments of you're really good for a girl would have paid my bills when I was young, I would have had a lot of money. That was like the most common quote unquote compliment I heard when I was a kid was, "You're a great drummer for a girl," and I was like, what does that even mean?
You a drummer?
Yeah, I play drums, I play guitar, I play bass, I play a little bit of keyboard, I sing. Sometimes I rap, although I don't admit that freely.
Hey, if you be spitting shit in private,
But,
you never know. Look,
you know,
what I'm saying?
It's out there online. You can find my songs, like the songs that have female rappers on them. That's me.
Okay.
Some of them, it sounds like a guy, but it's me with effects on my voice.
She has range.
So it's just, you know,
We ain't judging.
if I can't find a rapper to do it, then I just am like, you know what, forget it. I'll do it.
If I could high five you right now, I would, because I feel the same way.
Right
Like,
across the room.
I'm like,
when
you
I
know what?
can't-
If nobody else, if I can't find somebody else, I guess I'm
Right.
doing it. Whatever.
if I can't find a
It
female
takes me
to sing, I'm doing
150
that.
takes. That's what it takes.
Get
At
it.
least I ain't paying for it. I'm doing it in my own house, my own studio, in my own time. So hey, it takes however long it takes.
Have y'all ever had people tell y'all to pay for them to use y'all service? Like you wanted to take a picture of somebody, it's like, oh, you got to pay me to take a picture of me.
I have.
Did you pay
Yeah.
for it?
Absolutely not.
I've had an artist ask like if I was willing to pay them to get on my beat,
Oh, that's a
and they
that's
didn't
crazy.
have to pay for the beat, and they didn't have to pay. It was just really bold.
That happened
Really
to me, and that stuff is crazy. Like, because at the end of the day, we're both at the same level, and we try to make it to a certain spot. So why are we like charging crazy amount of money just to, I don't know, just look at them? Something
Yeah,
like that.
that's something that I really struggled with as a female in the industry, is like just the transactional part of like trying to collab and like work with new people, and like just the transaction part gets really like blurry for me. And it's very hard to like, you just have to have really good communication skills and like patience with people and kind of just meet people where they're at. I don't know.
Oh, no, fuck the patience. I can tell you.
You're so aggressive.
You want me to pay? Why would I pay for your interest in what I'm doing? Stupid. I like your beat. Want to pay me to use it? No, you dumb. Don't. I can't say that word, but like, you know, yeah, it's silly. Don't let nobody take advantage of y'all craft. You feel me?
Or like people that say, hey man, I want to collab with you, but you got to pay me to collaborate with you. I'm like, you don't want to collaborate with me. You want me to give you money.
Which says y'all have had y'all fun share of projects, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So like, if y'all had to say, what was y'all most fun project so far? Like, what was the thing that probably like, you go back to this day, this was the most fun you've had so far?
Fun or just like it like
It was like your work of art. It was a gaining experience. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
it's probably been a ton of stuff. I'd probably say the most fulfilling has been the video that I did with Kid Friendly, Kid Parrish, K Loud, and like they formally go by the astronauts. That's what everybody calls them now. So that's probably been the most fulfilling project for me, just because I love those guys. Just the story of like how that came to be is really amazing, and all the after stuff that
the
happens.
authenticity and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How about y'all? What about y'all? What, like, you know, what gave you that liberation?
I think working on personal projects has been really fulfilling for me. I think there's been like a lot of evolution for me as a producer. I started as a mixing engineer, and I really liked being in that space, like just like the editing space in general. And then it evolved into video, it evolved into film. Went to school for film. I eventually just gravitated backwards towards music. I'm dropping a project tomorrow called Fragments. And that for the last year has been me using music as therapy. And so capturing emotion and what I was feeling in that time is like what I was trying to portray in my music. And so I think that this last year, doing reflection and like self-work and stuff like that, and it being portrayed in music is just kind of like how I've learned to communicate. And I think it's been the most fulfilling for me.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I feel that for 100%. Sometimes I'll be like, you know, trying to figure out like, am I a kick or am I a tom? Some days I'll be feeling like a kick. Sometimes I'll be a hi-hat, like for real, smoking or something. Sometimes I'll be a snare. So I get it. It's fulfilling knowing yourself through that communication through music. How about you musically? Because like, you know, if you musically inclined and your name Muziqli, I know you had a moment that was just like, this is it.
Actually, for me, I think it wasn't really a producer moment. It was So before I got into like producing, I had a moment where I was trying to get into this talent development agency, and one of the guys on the board was the co-founder of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they wrote me back after I emailed them my packet and stuff, and they were like, "Hey, you have an appointment to talk to this guy," and I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. I guess they're accepting me in." And then he calls me and he goes, "Hey, I just want you to know, do you know why I'm talking to you?" I'm like, "I guess you're calling me to tell me that congratulations, you guys want to develop me." And he's like, "Well, I mean, sort of, that's it, but that's not really why." I'm like, "Well, okay, so what is it?" And he goes, "Well, about once a month I call into the agency and ask if there's any really special artists that I might ought to hear. And they gave me your tape, and I listened to it, and I think you're an undiscovered world talent." I'm like, "Well, okay, thanks. That's cool." And the guy is like, "I'd really like to work with you." And then, so we communicated back and forth for like a month. And I sent him some stuff that I was working on, like some new tracks and stuff. I was starting to record myself, but it was on one of those, the Tascam multi-track digital recorders. That's what I started on. That's what I recorded my first album on. My first album that I self-produced was done on that. And that's what he listened to. And he's like, "I'd like to get you with a really great producer." And I'm like, "That's great. I have no money. I hope you know this. I'm like flat broke. Flat broke. Like, I have no money." So I couldn't join the thing that was like $800. And the next thing I know, he goes, "Okay, listen, I just had to sign a contract not to work with you outside of the agency, so we can't talk anymore." And I was like, "Damn, ouch. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. Have a good life." But to have somebody with that kind of like clout to say like, "Wow, you really do have the goods," I was like, "That's cool. Now, how do I get to the prize?" I have no fucking idea.
Like, how do you?
I'm still trying to figure that part out. It's like, how do I get to the money? I don't know. But I have confidence in like my skills as a songwriter and as a, not so much necessarily as a producer, because at that point I wasn't really producing. I was quasi producing, but like, he was like, "I see where your vision is going." And I'm like, "That's cool."
Type. It's like all these stories kind of had like, like either they transition into it or they're like, transition of realizing that they're in it, right? Type. So like, do y'all ever feel like there's a professional and like a personal side to you when it comes to doing this? Do you ever feel like you change personalities, or do you feel like you walk in the room as like you that photographer, on or off the camera?
What do you mean?
Per se, like for me, I feel like when I'm at work, like I'm always Mylez. Like I'm never not stopping being Mylez, But sometimes maybe like J. Cole is Jermaine when he at home with his mom. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? So like, do y'all ever feel like y'all on the clock, off the clock, or do you feel like it's consistently like you walk everywhere in this skin?
Personally, I carry like a couple different roles, so it's always definitely changing. So like outside of my photography stuff that I do, I actually have like a career. I'm a butcher, but I'm like a boss, like supervisor. So
like you be cutting people?
Not people. Definitely not people.
I mean,
not people, dog.
She's like, "Not people."
Hold on. Don't put that out there, man. It's not. Animals, man. I cut animals. Yeah, cows.
Okay, so you skin them and like stuff like that.
Yeah, we do more than that. Yeah.
Do you use like a knife?
All of that.
You
She makes like the perfect cuts of steak.
There you go.
That sounds fun. Just we'll continue.
It's less like a hack and slash and more of like a real concentrated like.
Oh.
Yeah. With the,
Have you ever like cut yourself?
Never.
Oh, that's so scary.
Never.
That's
You
the
wear,
only
like,
reason why I don't like to play with knives.
You wear like mesh. There's like a lot of like safety stuff. So when you're cutting, you usually wear like stuff.
Like the mail.
Yeah, like you can't really cut through it or whatever. But other than that, that's so when I have like that mask, and then I have like the photography masks, and then I have like low key like kind of like managing artists a little bit, and then sometimes I gotta be like hosting stuff. And we have the show Phoenix Cypher. I have to do like a lot of the background stuff for that and like gather people. So, and I'm not really like the most social person, so like talking to people constantly, just different masks. that I gotta wear. Sometimes I gotta be this person. Sometimes I gotta be that. It's all me, but it's just different masks.
I can feel that. Just like maybe at work, it's you there, but you ain't there. Cause I don't know you like that guy. But when you in the artist field, it's like, my nigga.
Oh yeah.
Let's get this shit going. I likes that. I likes that y'all got like, you know what I'm saying? Maintaining both lives. It's such a juggle all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to be here in this pocket and get paid bread. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta go back to your personal life. Like, does that ever conflict with y'all? Like, damn, I gotta go back here, or y'all doing this full time? Like, y'all making y'all money in this business?
I wouldn't say that I have like a conflict with it. I think that at this point it's like a natural flow. Like I sometimes, cause I'm a full-time student and I work and I'm a mom and I make music and I, you know, and on top of that, wherever I'm at, I'm just kind of bossy anyways. And I kind of take control of a lot of things. But yeah, for the most part, I think, like she said, putting on those different masks, knowing what's appropriate. There are times where I'm out in the world and I have to be big dog, and then I have to come home and be soft and nurturing and like make sure homework's done and make sure the food tastes good and make sure the beds are made. Like, yeah, so I think that's the only time where I'm like, oh, I don't want to really like have to switch all the time or have to have such like a huge contrast. But I think it just makes people more interesting.
Type.
So Muziqli, what about yourself? Like,
I think that when I go on stage, I definitely wear like a different persona. I think I always have. That's something that's been like, but stage is like my safe space. I don't know how to explain it. It seems like once I walk on stage, I'm like, I'll say and do anything, and I literally don't care because it doesn't seem to like, to me, it's like it doesn't affect me. Like, you know, my real name is Jamaica. I'm like, Jamaica? Who's that?
That's your real name?
Yeah.
You lying?
No, I'm not. And I'm like, who's that? I don't even know that girl. Who cares what happens, because she can just like, she'll deal with it later, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I walk up there and I'm like, there's no fear. It's literally just not there.
Do you speak Jamaican?
No.
You
I
ever
smoked
been
Jamaican though. That's what I was named. That's how I got my name, was because my mom was smoking Jamaican when I was born. So after a few days, they were like, we should probably name this baby.
Oh,
Jamaican?
Oh man.
Yeah.
They ever
so-
tried to put dreads in your head?
No.
That's a really good story.
Would you ever put dreads in your head?
No.
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 I think you look right. You know,
I did actually get my hair braided at one time, like many years ago. I wore it for like 3 weeks, and then when I took it out, my hair was whoosh.
tight.
Yeah, it was like I had fucking from the braids. They were like, I was like, whoa, my hair's big.
So, like, what's some future projects that we could be looking forward to with?
Oh, actually, something just dropped last week. Is it's called Mind's Eye, and it was a collaboration with one of my producer group buddies. He used some of my loops to make the beat, and then he got one of his rapper friends on the beat. It's called Mind's Eye, and it's a really cool track.
Mind's Eye. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
JX is the collaborator on that. Me and JX. And it's a pretty dope track.
And then you said you had a project coming out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Next
so
week?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow I drop fragments for September 15th. It's my birthday.
Happy
and
birthday.
Thank you.
You're supposed to ask them what her age.
I've been 25 for 6 years. So
Perfect.
You've been 25 for 6 years.
No, but yeah, so that's like just the biggest project that I've been working on recently. But I still push Honey I'm Home, which is an EP that I produced with Dobie Dope. It's been a fantastic project to work on. That has probably been what has evolved me as a producer in like a collaboration space, because it was just really fun, like working on the beats together, piecing them up together, and then like him kind of finding like a matching vibe for it and rapping over it, and he does a phenomenal job every time. So yeah, just look him up on Spotify, MixedbyAO.
Oh, you don't want to look like Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, if I could find an artist that looked like the artist and like rap with him, I'd be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be better, because I could just be in the studio like, I got Snoop Dogg in here. Put some, like, you know what I'm saying, like put it on Snapchat or some shit. They gonna be like, oh shit, Miles, I knew you gonna make it, bro. I knew you was gonna do it one day. Like, yeah, I did it. It's different. We say some like Diddy quotes or something.
Diddy.
That's controversial.
No, don't do that.
That's not right.
No, we're leaving that alone.
That blow over a little bit.
We're leaving that one
He
alone.
said not the Diddy
No
quote.
Diddy.
No, come on.
Okay, it seems y'all not fond with working with Diddy, but is there anybody?
No, we don't want to work with Diddy.
No.
Is there anybody that y'all do want to work with that's not Diddy?
Oh. That's-
I mean, like,
Hey, man.
I mean, I'm
oh,
sure.
actually, you know who I would love to work with is Yusuf Days. You guys may not know who that is, but look him up. He is a phenomenal drummer.
Yusuf Days.
Yeah, if you never heard of him, oh, I'm telling you, he is the truth. That guy, I want drum lessons from him. I'm like, I don't even know how he does this, but I want. Oh man. Yeah.
While I'm trying to find that, man, how about y'all? Y'all got anybody like y'all specifically targeting, or like anybody right now that you like are anticipating to work for? Like, give them, you know, and be like, hey, I'm looking for you type thing.
Not in particular, but I really do want to dabble in like short films and doing scores. I really think that that's kind of been my thing. I scored my first film this year. It's called Super 8 Film, and it just recently was featured and premiered in Long Beach, and that's been really rewarding for me too. So I wanna be in that space, as like scoring films, doing short films.
We
Yeah,
apologize
stuff
for
like
the
that.
noise behind us. You know what I'm saying? They getting pretty bumpy back there.
They get wild back there.
In the meantime, did you have anybody? You got anybody you want to take pictures of? It don't gotta be me. I'm not volunteering me.
You? No?
Yeah, no, I definitely was about to volunteer myself.
Yeah, that's cool. We can.
You know what I'm
But-
saying? Link up.
But you asked me.
You know what I'm saying? I got
Somebody else I don't. Smino. For
Sme-
sure. I'm looking
Oh,
for
that'd be
Smino.
such a
So if you guys
fire.
know Smino, anybody, please just let them know. We're from the same place. We're probably like
Smino?
cousins somewhere.
Hold on. I will talk to you.
I'm
about
from
that,
St. Louis,
'cause I know
so
somebody.
he probably like a
I know
third,
somebody.
second cousin.
You know somebody
somewhere.
who knows Smino? Like person, like phone call away type shit?
Hold on,
Not a
man.
phone call,
You
but
get too
I can
excited,
always
'cause I'm trying to-
message. I can always message.
Oh,
I'm trying to
about
finesse.
I heard Smino just be like out and about in California.
does,
Like
yeah.
he'd just
Yeah.
be like, or wherever. Like he just goes to the grocery
He
store.
still stays in like St. Louis. Like I got like people
Okay,
there
yeah.
that see him all the time. Like y'all know what
Oh,
I
wait,
do,
am I
and y'all
thinking?
ain't like hollered out on for me. And,
Yeah, Smino would be so fire.
come on, man.
Sir would be
So I
fire.
think it's
Sir.
base.
Feel sick, yeah. Oh.
But yeah, far as like creating, whether it be the music or doing photography, videography, like what is your guys' approach to making stuff? Like, do you guys just come up with the idea around the spot? Do you start fiddling, like for instance, like with the drums or melody? Or I know, Jamila, that you rap, so do you have to hear like a conversation to come up with lyrics? Like, what's your guys' approach?
you a rapper?
I wouldn't say that.
Don't lie.
I would say I fiddle faddle, but I wouldn't say it rapper. That's a strong word.
You ever put out a song?
Yeah.
Okay, so you a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
My inspiration comes from all childhood stuff, pretty much. Or I'll just like see something. I'll be watching a movie and be like, oh, that's kind of tight. And then like there's already an artist or rapper that I want to work with. So I'm like, let's make it happen.
Let's coexist.
Yeah. It just kind of comes from out of the air. As far as like writing raps, I'm not that good at that. So I just like, I'll hear a beat. I was like, I guess I could probably say some words. But it's a lot harder. Like there's a lot of people that want me to rap. Or like, hey, can you get on this song? And I'm like, it doesn't just work like that for me. Like, it kind of has to like,
You guys just
it takes you like real quick. Like, you can write yours down, but for me, it could be like a month, 2 next year.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I have no idea. It just comes.
Yeah, as far as like my creation style and like how I approach it, sometimes I build off of like other people. So like I'll start with like other loops, and sometimes you just can't recreate it the same as sometimes you just find that perfect loop or that perfect sample. And then I just kind of like build off of that. I'm definitely like more drum based, so like I like to focus on my drums the most. And so I'll kind of have like a couple stacks of like my melodies and my effects and stuff, but then I'll have like really, I'll really focus, I'll spend more time on my drums, and just kind of getting that perfect sound, rounding it out a little bit. I think that's where like the mixing engineer comes in, because I'm always trying to perfect my drum sound. I think it would be cool to dabble in like more sample packs, like more drum packs, and working with others in that space too.
Do you gatekeep?
Do I gatekeep?
Yeah, not gatekeep. Like you ain't got to keep no gays, but like, do you gatekeep like sounds?
I don't have a gate to keep.
You don't got a gate to. It's not like not like a gate around your house.
Like a troll?
No, like you know what I'm
Like
saying.
under a bridge type
Like,
shit?
do you not tell people where you get your sounds and stuff like that?
Type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
Like
you be hiding.
No, I'm open. I mean, I can't think of anybody I've gotten sounds from recently, but no, I don't keep the gates.
do you think it's a necessity to do it in some aspects of being a musician? Like keeping like some parts of, or not even just a musician, but a producer or an engineer, like keeping secrets, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you mean?
I
Like,
don't find that necessary, because we all learn from someone. Like, you wouldn't even know what you know unless someone taught it to you at one point, or you found out some way. Like, so if someone left the gate open somewhere and you
I don't really
know?
think that gatekeeping is necessary, because even if two people have the exact same tools, they're not going to use them the same.
and
So
don't
like
believe
I
in
could
a
give
selfish
you
spirit.
my sound pack and be like, here you go, make a beat with my sound pack. You're not going to make the same beat as me, because you don't have the same ears. You don't have the same, like, even if I give you the same guitar as me and you know how to play the guitar just as well as me, we're not going to play it the same. It's not going to, like, somebody can take Jimi Hendrix's guitar. They're not going to ever be Jimi Hendrix, because only Jimi Hendrix has his hands and his picking style, and like everything about him is what makes him him.
And that's true.
So it doesn't matter what tools you have, it's you that makes you you.
So in a sense of being a producer or a photographer, what if per se you are mixing for this person and they like what you did on their last song, right? And they go to another producer and say, hey, can you send, and then they come back to you and say, hey, can you send me like the presets and all the things you use, to settings you use to engineer my stuff, so I can give it to this producer so they can do it. You don't.
That's different. That's different. Like, you mean like sending like a chain, like
Yeah, they
a
like
chain of plugins and like
that,
your
or whatever
stacks
you
and stuff
did.
and the whole like session, Pro Tool session.
Anything in it from the minimum to the max. Whether they just want the preset you put on their vocals for the next producer, like so the other producer can do it, or like the whole fucking vocal chain. Like, do you gatekeep your tools and your mind when it comes to that?
I think there's a difference between like protecting something and I mean, like, I can't imagine being like, yeah, like I use this compressor, I use this distortion, I use this delay, and then I put the reverb after all of this, or maybe I put the reverb over here and then like chained it, like bust it this way. I would enjoy that conversation. But as far as like letting them into my mind, like, yeah, and I was thinking maybe I could do this, and then I feel like that's maybe a boundary has to be there somewhere for me.
How about you? I don't know how it is in the photography world, but is there like, because like, I mean, you could see what camera people are using, so you could be like, yeah, I recommend this camera and whatnot.
It's kind of like just exactly what she said. If you can't really, there's like people that prefer different things. I would say with photography, the gatekeeping is probably going to be, I guess, the camera. Like a lot of people are really Sony. They love that Sony Alpha. And when I went to buy my next camera, who?
Alexa, you're not in this conversation. Don't interrupt.
Did I say? Did we even say it?
I'm sorry about that.
Is it messed up?
It's a little muffled.
Is it? I'm talking kind of fun.
If you want, you could just hold it in your hand and pull it up.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be easier. 'Cause I'm kind of. It's gonna move, and I got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the camera stuff, I think, for photographers. Honestly, I can't even like imagine what gatekeeping might be in photography.
Location, maybe? good location.
I'm definitely gatekeeping locations.
Nah, you can find it though. Like you really can. That's not even really.
That's a you problem. I'm not telling.
Because like now with Google, you can almost like take like if somebody's like, I'm not gonna, this is like, undisclosable. If you go to Google and like put it in Google, it'll show you where they at. So,
True, it could.
Yeah, I guess like stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really think about these things sometimes because I just kind of do whatever I want to do anyway.
Like your edits.
Editing? That's like kind of. I can figure it out. I don't know. It's like really hard to say.
It's kind of easy to copy edits.
Yeah,
if you
I think with photography, it's always about like people and their cameras like thinking their cameras like more superior than others. That's always going to be the biggest thing with photography is like, and really, it's really about who's using the camera. So I just upgraded my camera probably like a couple months ago. But before then, I was using like a 15-year-old camera to get like a lot of the shots that people have seen in the past like year from me. And people were surprised when they see my camera because I'd use like a memory card. My memory card was like this big. It was like 14 years old and like 14 years in technology. That's like, I'm basically walking around with a dinosaur on my neck. Like, shit, I've got a whole fossil. Like, so,
that's a bar right there. Dinosaur on my neck.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so. But yeah, so it's really all just photography is just about. I know a lot of people do that. They'll hype up. Oh, you don't have like this camera. You don't have like this camera. It's like, dude, it's just learn how to use the camera. You'll be alright. Like, it's really just about being able to use it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gatekeeping everything.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
Cause I just am. I don't think if I'm making something and they're like, yo, if you really like what I did and you liked it so much that you hit me up to ask where you can get those tools to do the same thing, bitch, buy it from me. I'm a service.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm a photographer.
I wouldn't give them all the like game. Like I wouldn't be like, you gotta set my like ISOs and aperture to like this. Yeah. But it's stuff you can figure out though, because cameras all work exactly the same.
If you're a fellow one, yes. If you're a fellow producer, photographer, I'd be like, yo, I got a shoot coming up. I think that'll really work for this shoot. I got you. Yo, the preset you did for that vocal chain, like, I need help doing that with art. I got a similar artist. Can you show me? Yeah. But if another artist come up to me, can I get these?
They want like exact stuff?
Like anything. Come buy it. You wanted it that bad? I'm not going to give it to you. Pay for it.
Artists kind of have it tough though now that you say that. Like artists really have to go through the mud to get something because everything's out of pocket for the artist. Everything trickles down to the artist that has to pay for the photography, the studio, the engineer, the producer, the mastering engineer. That just made me think about all that.
Low key, it really kind of did, but you're wrong. You're mean.
But I understand.
I'm mean.
Yeah,
I had
don't gatekeep, dog. Because here's the thing, and I'm not sure how it works.
No, but actually, no, he's right because you know what? You can turn every one of those gatekeeping moments into a profit. A profit. Like you can sell your chains. Like you can sell your chains for Ableton. I could sell instruments on Ableton that I made. Actually, I can, they could be donation based and $5 a piece, but still, it's still $5. If I just give it away, it's no bucks.
Nothing, nobody.
Exactly.
That's a good point. I think it's just a little different with photography, because dang, I just totally lost my point. I'm not gonna lie right now.
I get it though. Like
space totally
in photography, it's like
it's gonna be more your idea because. I can pick up a camera. I can pick up his camera. I can probably figure out how to use it, especially if you've been doing it for such a long time. I can figure out how to get a similar, if not the same shot of something he just took. So it's always going to be, for photography, your level of creativity, like who's doing kind of like the next, like who took such and such rapper and such props and such background and made something like completely like different and interesting.
I think I'm gonna hop on that wagon too by saying it's like your creativity and your influence, and I think that like people respect that, like because it's like, oh yeah, this, he came up with this and I got it from, or I did this based off of like how this person influenced me and like what I learned from this person, and I think people respect that more than like, oh, purchase this and let's just come buy this from me, when it's like, oh no, I'd rather just figure it out, and then now you just lost the opportunity to influence.
That was so well said. Keep preaching today.
That's bars.
She made a valid point. That's a very, very good counterpoint.
For real, because if you don't have the influence, people are just like, why would I buy this? Like, what's the point?
Like, what is there left to respect? you know.
That's facts. And then another thing is like just not all the time, but sometimes don't be afraid to do like free stuff. Like some of my shoots, not all of them, but some of my shoots have just been free. Just because it's like I have this dope idea, this person's willing to pull up. They might have like a little clout or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I could do something dope. Everybody else sees it. Like last year I shot Merkham's, and that was free. That was just a free shoot, and it was just I just had this idea, and he was like down for okay, let me pull up. That picture is in Times Square now, so it's just like you just
Beautiful.
don't be afraid to like do stuff like that either.
That's
But
not a
charge
bad
too.
idea. Hell yeah.
Definitely charge because some people be tripping.
Like do a personal project for yourself. You got an idea. You want this person to make that vision happen. Fine. Somebody come to you like, yeah, nah.
Sometimes it sucks like right because like we do this for a living, and for some of us this is how we pay our bills. But sometimes you're just doing it for an opportunity like later. Like right now it's like, dang, this sucks that I had to do this for free, but like. And now being in Times Square, like people hit you up and like that's where your money now. That's where
Yeah.
you're like, I'll pay you like whatever. Just give me the same picture, you know, whatever.
So, Ayie and Muziqli, have you all ever had those moments where you may have done something and it turns out to be bigger later on?
Yeah, actually, when so there was the Urban Network conference. I went out to that with King Trick. There was this like talent competition that I competed in, and I won a spot to go out to the Urban Network conference with him. So I went out there, and they did this little impromptu like showcase, and I was one of the performers for that. And I didn't really think anything major happened from that. I mean, there was some talk of major things happening. But then a few months later, I had a call from one of the guys that was there, and he said, hey, there's a movie maker that wants your music. So it turned into like me actually selling my first song that I ever produced to a movie maker.
Hell yeah.
That's so fire.
And I was like, the song wasn't even done. I'm just like, hey, look, I'm learning how to program drums. And I played it for my son. He goes, that's weird, Mom. So I was like, hey, hold on. All right. You know what? Weird isn't bad. Let me play it for this lady. And she goes, oh, I love it. Can I buy it from you? And it's done. I was like, yeah, sure. Let me finish it. And let me find out what this stuff is supposed to cost. And I'll give you a price. And she's like, all right, cool. I want it.
I like
I listen to it now and I'm like, ooh, that was awful. But she bought it.
Round of applause.
If she likes it,
You know, hey, she liked it, so you
that's
know
all that
whatever.
matters.
Right? So she was into it. So I was like, that's cool. You know, I never would have thought that like playing 2 songs for just a handful of people would have turned into that. I was like, right
Never
on,
know
that's
who you
cool.
reach.
Yeah, I have no idea who's in the audience, and I'm like, she goes, yeah, I just want your music in my movie, and I'm like, where do you live? She's like, in LA. I'm like, you can't find artists out there? She goes, I want you. I'm like, okay.
Like validating.
That's cool. Because you're in LA. There's lots and lots of artists. I know there's artists out there. She's like, but I want you. I'm like, okay, that's dope. Let's go.
So I got a question. Because I want to know what the dangers of y'all lifestyle is. I want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
I want to know what
Yeah.
y'all did. What's the risky business? You know what I'm saying? The juicy
the
dates.
dangers.
Yeah,
People
you know
trying
what
to
I'm
get
saying?
next to you saying, let's make some content.
Type
Whoa.
shit.
Not good. Not actual, like, that's not what they want. That kind of
What do you mean
Well,
by
I
that?
wasn't going there. Whoa.
No, I think the like sketchy
No,
stuff.
just sketchy ass people trying to get next to you saying, let's make some music together,
Come to
or
the
let's make
studio.
content.
Tight.
Come to
2
my
a.m.
studio. Yeah, let's make content.
Talking about like being a
together.
woman? That's what you mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I guess in the question, it does go into that realm because people do crazy things to get where they need to be. So as a woman too, is primarily it can go in that direction. But like, what's like some things you guys have done that goes against what other people would have expect? Like, people don't agree with the way you're doing this, and like, how did it feel when you decided to take that risk in doing what you did?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Maybe it's like,
The further question before that was cool because it's like being a woman, like
Yeah, being a woman, you can
danger
find
is there
yourself
for
in some
sure.
weird predicaments. Just like you're looking around, you're like, I thought we were trying to work together. What was it?
Right.
This is not what I signed up for. You gotta go.
Yeah, I think a lot of the risk too for me is like having my own studio space and like having people come to my space has been like I've learned a lot of lessons there. And yeah, being invited to other people's spaces and being like aware of like where I'm at, who's here, what are they doing, like what is their intentions, has been there's been a lot of lessons there. There's been a lot of times where it's like you get that opportunity, like someone came to the studio and then you get invited to be there to like either help engineer or be like maybe a co-producer, maybe it's like a writer session. But it's like everybody's meeting up at midnight or later. And, you know, maybe like if you're like in a relationship or like you're like you have other life and stuff going on, and then they're like, oh, that doesn't sound like a good idea to just like pop up and leave and go to the studio at 12 a.m. where they're drinking, whatever. You know, you don't really know what's all gonna happen.
You ever had y'all music? You ever had y'all art stolen before?
Oh yeah.
And how did y'all approach that? For like people who are watching, it might feel like they're scared of their stuff getting stolen, because copyrights are expensive. So like, what happened and how do you protect yourself if that does happen to them?
Laws for photography are a lot different than production. It sounds really I don't know much about producing. It sounds really complicated with the copyright and stuff, just because I'm like been dabbling in that, but I'm like, that's really hard. A photographer, if you own your camera, everything on it that you take belongs to you, period. So definitely should have like model releases and stuff like to back yourself up. Like, but if you're out in like a public space and I take a picture of you, I put it on a shirt, I sell it, it's totally legal. It's totally fine because it was a public space. I don't have to have your permission to use your likeness to sell things. All your paperwork, your model releases and waivers like that are just like really, really good backup stuff. But it'll be easier to fight in the court of law. But if you own your camera, that's your camera, it's under your name. There's like a way to register your camera and stuff, like through your like Sony or Canon or whatever. If it's yours, I take your picture. That's how it is. But the model releases are definitely really important. All that stuff's important.
So does that mean if somebody takes your picture and resells it, and you say, hey, that's my picture, and they're like, I don't care, you know, like, does that mean you just can't care, or or do you take it to like a lawyer or sue them?
It's completely up. Oh, like you're being the person. Like if I took your picture and now you're mad at me because I'm selling
No.
it.
Like if you, so earlier my questions were pertaining, like if somebody took your somebody stole your art off your Instagram, your pictures, and wanted to resell your pictures.
Oh yeah. It's court.
It's court.
Yeah. If I'll ask you first because that's happened where people will post like what I've seen with my pictures, like people will post them in like journalism stuff, and I'll hit them up. I'll be like, hey, just make sure you credit me. And I've never really had an instance where it's had to go that far, but if it does, because it's a lot of people with photography, they just don't take it as seriously because like it's just a picture, dude. It's like, okay, but like, I took that picture.
Yeah,
it belongs to me.
It's
like
mine.
But yeah, a lot of people really don't understand like the rules of photography and how it works. It's like if it's on my camera, even if you're in it, the pictures belong to me.
How about y'all for producing? Like if somebody steals y'all beats or something, like how do y'all approach that? Or have y'all had that happen yet?
I mean, I've had like SoundCloud rappers like find beats of mine or like whatever the case is, and like they'll rap and upload like their version of the song on SoundCloud, but there's not really like much you can do unless they start making money off of it. Like if they put it on DSPs or like you hear it on Spotify or you're like in McDonald's and you hear it or something, then there's not really much you can do.
You have to copyright like every like let's say you make a beat that happens and then you hear it at McDonald's. Like there's really nothing you can do, or does it have to be like copyrighted?
Oh, I mean like if you do like yeah. Yeah, like if you like are in Starbucks and you hear your beats or something, then yes, you could definitely do something about that. Because that means it's like put on DSP somewhere, like someone is out distributing it. But like something like SoundCloud or like taking a beat and rapping over it and putting it up on YouTube and not like receiving royalties from it, you can't really do anything. You can flag it as your own, like you can go into your DSP or like your publisher, wherever you like went and like uploaded your music as, so you can get, it's called an ISRC number. There's just places where you can upload like your beats just so that they're technically registered. Yeah, if you like hear your beat or something somewhere, yeah, you could like Shazam it and have proof that like someone else distributed it like aside from you, and then you have special rights for that.
I would drop a cow in their car. I'm so serious.
There's like a process you have to go through though. Like you have to prove how they may have attained it. Like were they like in the studio with you and then they just like copied it, or did they go like on yours? Did you yourself upload it to social medias or something and then they took it or ripped it off of that? So there's like ways you have to prove like how they had access to how maybe they attained this loop or this beat or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't actually had that happen so far, luckily. I guess how I would approach it would be first just ask them to take it down. Hopefully the honor system would work and they would take it down voluntarily. I guess if they didn't, then I would have to push, further past that. But I used to do jewelry and I had a lot of people steal my jewelry designs. So I was usually just like, hey, stop copying my stuff, man. That's not cool. But
Drop a cow in their car.
yeah.
You said a cow?
A cow.
I'm violent. I feel like I just want to say
There's a little something. Yeah, there's a little sprinkle somewhere in there of aggression.
Little sprinkles.
it's my last comment on it. Look, if you steal my shit, I swear to fucking God, if I
We
can't,
need to unpack this.
you know what I'm saying? I can't get to you legally. I'm gonna come for you personally, and you not gonna know it's me.
Hold on, man. Hold
You just gonna be. I'm gonna make life inconvenient for
The
you.
police watch this petty shit.
I don't know. Shoot.
It don't matter. I'm gonna make it inconvenient.
I understand where
you
you're
gotta
coming
get a
from,
new
though.
tire. Gotta rewash your car. Your kid got epilepsy. I'm flashing lights when he sleep.
The views of Miles or Miles and Miles only, and opinions and all that.
Just saying.
It's
Don't
funny.
touch my shit.
It's funny that we're speaking about this because right now it's time to play some beats that you guys got.
Yeah.
I don't know who wants to go first between basically, yeah. Who wants to go first?
How are we plugging it in? How's the aux set up?
Actually, you could just connect to the.
There's Bluetooth on the Rodecaster, huh? Okay.
I mean, disconnect.
It helps being an engineer too. Be knowing all the gear.
I just got my laptop back, so I know too. It's been so nice.
Which device is it for the?
Oh, I was gonna ask you during the interview if are you ready to play now?
I'm still setting up the Bluetooth.
Okay.
It
so
should be.
while they setting up the Bluetooth, I did have questions. So 2 questions. Number 1 is, I'm tired of doing this on my phone. So if I wanted to like upload and edit on my laptop, what programs would you recommend?
Just use your iCloud. It's the simplest thing to get from straight from your iPhone to your computer.
No, like what to edit with. Like if I wanted to start getting into videos, get a camera.
Oh, video. I use I don't really do. I'm gonna be honest. I don't do video as much as I do photography.
Or both, either
but
one.
DaVinci is cool for video, and then just Photoshop and Lightroom.
Photoshop, DaVinci on Lightroom. I'm gonna write that down.
There's like a pack. Like Photoshop used to be where like you pay like $300, like, and then you just have it forever. But now you gotta pay like monthly for it. So.
And then my second question was, while they're setting that up, if I wanted to start like my own maybe photo shoot company or like Instagram page, like, do I have to go like patent the name and stuff like that, or can I start like if I wanted to be Wizard Photo Productions, you know, like
you want to start like shooting people?
Yeah.
Be careful what you say.
Photography?
Yeah. I don't condone violence.
No, not out the gate. But if you see yourself starting to get like pick up a little steam, I always recommend getting an LLC. That's just to protect you. And then always model releases. Doesn't matter who. Anytime somebody steps in front of your camera, especially if it's like a shoot where it's like you set it up. This is location, this artist, everything's like really specific. Model release.
What's a
Everybody
model release?
signs. It's a piece of paper saying
Like an
These
agreement.
belong to me.
Oh.
These mine. But you can share them on your Instagram. But they mine.
Oh, with the person you shooting.
Yeah. Always. 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 Always.
Okay.
Paperwork. Always back your stuff up. Just because.
I'm gonna go tell my homie Fleek I want my model releases because I sent him some pictures earlier.
What? They would be hit. Wait, like you. Oh, you took his picture?
Yeah, I took his picture, 2 of them.
You took that without him knowing.
I was gonna crack a joke about non-consensual things, but we on a podcast
not
full
gonna
of
do
women,
that.
so yeah, we're not gonna do that.
That's wise.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Oh, it just like came up quick.
I don't know if I could turn it up a little.
It's very big.
I grew up on like OJs and like funk and like a lot of soul and gospel, and this project really took that out of me a little bit more.
I hear her on this. Her, it be on. You can put that happy vibe.
Some singers. Some singing.
Yeah, I definitely want to dabble in like vocal production too, working with singers and artists.
It's cool right here. I like these.
Like cruising music.
That's what elevator will push in.
Yeah, they gonna put me on hold while I wait for my prescription. This is what I'm trying to hear.
But that isn't the music they already have.
Probably write something like wait for your prescription.
Had Becky just pop in her head while you're in the elevator. Okay. Let just pause that. I got some opinions for you. Check this out. That shit was fire, first off. That's groovy, some groovy shit right there. What program you be using to make that?
I use Logic for like sound design. I find it to be like a little more like user intuitive. And it's like compatible with my Mac, and it's like just proprietary to like all my other systems, so I guess it just works for me. But that's for like sound design. I really like Ableton. I recently started getting into Ableton. I like the like sequencing of it and like how easy it is to piece together everything. Still really getting used to the program itself, but yeah, and then I record in Pro Tools.
I like
and that's
that.
where I mix.
You remind me of why I wish I wasn't a producer, so I could have to go work with other people. Like when you do it by yourself, it's like you don't want to go nowhere else. What's the point? So that was fire. I applaud.
I did reach a point where I was like, damn, I feel like I know it all, but I don't know enough to keep going on my own.
All right. All right, Muziqli, you up to bat. Ready to hit that 600?
Yeah.
Oh, is it not going on Bluetooth? What's going on? No, it's not working. What's going on?
Need some help?
Hold on. Did I not hook up to the right Bluetooth?
It was playing from somewhere.
Just
I thought I
my
heard something.
phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it the Rodecaster?
Yep.
Okay, so it's.
iPhone.
Oh, wait.
Let
There
me
we
see
go.
if I should disconnect.
maybe.
Few passes.
Think of that shit.
Here we go. Let's try this.
All right, so while we waiting on her to get that set up, you know what I'm saying? Is there any questions that y'all have for us?
There we go.
If you gonna ask me why I'm the way I am, just don't.
Yeah, I want to know why you're angry.
What do you mean angry?
You seem
Aggressive. Is it just passion? Sometimes people mistake passion for like anger.
I feel like if I get up tomorrow and I don't, oh, is her beat playing right now?
It's cold.
I like the little effect that you have in there.
Guitar. It's a guitar with like a
Yeah.
MS-20.
Okay, is that like a pedal?
No, it's MS-20 is a plug-in.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is one of them
Like a delay?
unorthodox beats Smino would get on. It'd be like strawberry in my coupe with a doop and over doop stoop, you know, like.
Hey, that did kind of match the tone of this. What kind of wet heart?
Oh, you'd be like, I pop my Burberry on my Burberry.
Yeah, that little. Who's doing?
Do y'all ever be in the studio or just in y'all doing y'all thing, just be doing weird shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Singing elevator music and shit while the beat uploading to something. Last night I tried to do a split while I was making the beat.
Oh, I thought you were about to start rapping right now.
No,
I thought that was the start of it.
I would rap over y'all beats, but I got a lot of conflict on the internet, so I kind of kept back.
Is it your J Dilla comment?
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, like, that was pretty fire. If y'all do want to see some of her photos, definitely check her on Instagram at Benjadasai. No. Oh,
We talked about this.
Cause I said Benjadasai,
I like, which I kind of mess with that.
but how do you pronounce it for the viewers?
Benjadasai. It's kind of complicated. Honestly, I didn't come up with it. It was a Star Wars name translator on like Cartoon Network from like 10 years ago. It might have been longer than 10 years.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's like,
I told you it was a cool story.
oh yeah, you did. That's vintage. That's vintage. Cause
It's like CartoonNetwork.com when they like when they had the Star Wars like series.
mm-hmm.
It was like translate your name into a Star Wars character, and that's what they gave.
Oh, RIP Cartoon Network.
Oh, is it? Wait, hold on. Where'd it go?
It's like archived. I don't know how to explain
It
that.
died when they put a Uncle Grandpa on there, and then they explained it.
Oh, fuck. What the
Oh, watch cable anymore. So.
Facts, cable dead. But yeah,
Where can people find you on social media?
Oh, at Benjadasai, BenJadasai. I'm pretty sure I spelled that right.
and we will put it right there in the video, I think.
I'll figure it.
on top of his face.
So where can people find you?
You can find me MixedbyAO, MixedbyAO, on all platforms, all streaming. Yeah, pre-save my album.
Just
Fragments.
followed you.
That cop. That album.
I don't know.
Musically, where can people find you on social media?
All platforms at Muziqli. Yeah. I claimed my space on all of them when I chose my producer name. I was like, let me grab them everywhere I can.
Bought the domain and everything.
I do. I actually own Muziqli.com. I haven't done anything with it, but I own it. Yeah.
That's probably a fire domain to have. You know that you can resell domains for a lot. Like you could
Yeah.
buy it for like $2 and then resell it for like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy
Okay.
red.com.
That happened to the That happened to Sierra Mist. I don't know if you guys heard that story at all.
No. Sounds fire.
With that being said, let's go to break, and there'll be messages at the break. Thank you for coming out, everybody.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Get a round of applause for this.
Oh, that's not mine. And we're back with the Valley of the Beats podcast. I don't know what just happened to the music. It just cut off. It's all good. We right now have the best guest ever for this podcast. Okay, now we're back with the music. But I want to introduce y'all to these group of ladies. One is a podcaster. Two are actually DJs / producers. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Olivia, aka Double O Dancer, aka Double O Sounds, Olivia Arona.
Nice.
Oh, I'm AB. Also popular underdog. Yeah, I'm a DJ and a producer.
Yeah, I'm Vaughn, Rebel, owner of Rebel Mama's podcast, and definitely want to be identified as, some sort of extraterrestrial, because I don't know, man. I just don't be feeling like human sometimes. So, yeah, holla at me. You feel me?
Chase fire.
Right.
But I want to ask y'all, like, how y'all feeling today? Like, what's the vibes like?
I'm feeling really good. I have a show later on tonight, and because I do dance performances, and I'm actually a freestyle dancer here in the Valley. I like to produce music. Shout out to BCast. They really got me going.
Shout out to BCast.
And yeah, it's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm feeling really good.
AB, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. It's a busy day for me. Like,
Yeah.
It's been a busy weekend, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This music field and productive, Feeling good.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of shitty today.
Really?
No, I'm just like, nah, for real.
Honest.
No, I'm feeling good though. No facts. I'm feeling good. Just came back from Florida from being out there for like a year, and now I'm back in my stomping grounds, man. I love AZ, so we about to show out this year, and so I appreciate you guys for like bringing me on the show. The show.
No problem, no problem.
Paparazzi in the corner. Type.
Yeah.
That's good.
I gotta get the flick shot, what I'm saying? Right now, like, bam, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, like it's some real life shit. We doing straight out here, you know what I'm saying? Vaughn, welcome back to AZ,
Thank you,
you
bro.
know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? You were well missed, I'm sure, by many most, you know what I'm saying? And if they ain't, then fuck them,
Right. Facts.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? And AB, I've been seeing you, AB, if y'all don't know, AB has been popping out with this DJ thing. I met her as a producer, but then like over time, the DJ thing, it took its ways, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time meeting Olivia here today. So, you know what I'm saying? So Olivia, tell me about yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? Where you come from, what you do,
Yeah, I'm from Peoria, Arizona. I like to dance professionally. I was actually a contestant for season 17, So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh.
Shout out to Twitch, man. It was a journey being in the show as a participant, and being able to meet him was iconic for me. I always looked up to artists like him, and I look up to a lot of music artists and other artists that do both dancing and producing, so it's really cool to be here. So thank you for putting this together. This is awesome.
I'm one of those. I dance and produce.
Yeah.
And rap and all the good stuff. Yeah. So we got you. What?
Don't they call that hyphenated? Is that the new multi-talented or jack of all trades?
Yeah,
It's like a
I think
new
I've
word
heard that.
for it. It sounds better.
No, you had it right. Well, don't listen to nothing they making up.
What
man.
you mean? What you mean?
I feel like they finna make up somewhere. They finna be like, yeah, you.
You can identify it however you want to, okay?
Whatever you want to call yourself. Yeah.
Making up new words for shit that already exists.
No, because they try to make it seem like jack of all trades is like a bad thing.
Mm.
You know the whole saying, right? Jack of all trades.
Who
master
says
of none.
that? We are all jack of all trades. Like we can.
You got to be.
We are both
Gotta be.
Right.
So,
dancer, producer, DJ,
People make-
podcaster. Like,
Yes.
come on now. I feel like being a woman in itself is a trade. 'Cause that's some hard work. Ain't finna lie. If you got a mom, you know it's hard work. You feel what I'm saying?
facts.
So like, I'm saying, like for y'all, like was y'all parents very like active in y'all careers in that aspect? Like y'all moms, are they like heavy inspirations for y'all?
Try to be. Let's just say that. Try. Yeah.
Try.
Yeah. It's like some parents, they don't know what you're doing because it's new to them.
Yeah.
So
All the hip and saying nigga every day,
yeah.
I know you don't say nigga, so it's
No,
okay.
no.
Like not all of us can agree on that.
Maybe
He
in
tried to
the-
trick you there. He tried to trick you. I see what he tried to do, man.
Yeah, every day in the shower this week.
No.
How about y'all too? Do y'all moms have any like inspiration in y'all role that y'all in today?
I mean, she support me regardless, you know what I'm saying? But like for the majority of me just growing up, I was outside, you feel me? So I was never like the type of person to be in the house cooking or nothing with her. Like I was always outside. So now that I'm just like grown and she see where, how I developed as a person, she's like, yo, like I like what you doing, keep doing it. So she's supportive, real supportive.
It's still
love it. Yup.
Yeah, I would say my mom, a lot of my family from my mom's side, they're all, a lot of them are musicians. So I feel like my music side, my dance artistry side comes from my mom primarily. She supported me in my artistic journeys. She supported me in my coming out journey. So she's just been, my dad too. I mean, I love my family. I'm very family oriented. My girlfriend knows this. And yeah, I'm very loving and just, I love the energy that I'm having in my life currently. So just really happy to be here. So thank you again.
Oh, for sure. We support everybody of every color and every part of the rainbow. You feel me? Ain't no discrimination around here. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, that's so crazy, actually. How did y'all put this panel together? Because, yeah, this is looking kind of like, did y'all like wake up and was like, let's just choose like.
So let me tell y'all a secret about Jamaal. Okay? And this is honestly why I fuck with Jamaal so much, and this is why I work with Jamaal. Just a little sad piece to this podcast. Jamaal wakes up and decides he wants to do something, and he does it. No matter the outcome of it, if it don't end up how it end up, if it ain't a million people, he don't get no fuck. He going out there and doing it, and that's why I go to everything. If Jamaal say, "Yo, can you be there?" I'm fucking there. If I can't, then you know what I'm saying. But you go ahead. I was like you finna say something.
All I was gonna say is, yeah, sometimes you gotta approach life like that, because sometimes you really can't plan out stuff, and then on top of that, nothing's guaranteed. Like you may not see tomorrow, so sometimes you just gotta go straight for what you want.
Y'all ever have those uncertainties in y'all life? Y'all just be like let's say you had to go to Florida again or something. You like, it's some money out there. You know it is. Like, if you gonna sell your car to get out there? Like, you gonna go through that? You know,
Bro,
what I'm saying?
I literally just had a 2024 that's back in Florida right now, bro, to come out here. I sacrificed a lot to, first off, I sacrificed a lot to go out there. And then, like, coming back out here, I had to start over because it's like, I don't really care about none of that. As long as I got a vision in mind and I know I'm going to get all that stuff back running, I don't care about none. Like, money don't really mean nothing to me or nothing materialistic. As long as I feel good about myself and, like, what I want to do with myself, future-wise, man, look.
It's up.
Like, job, like, place, car, all back in Florida. Like, I'm starting from scratch. Feel me? So, yeah, that answer your question, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. AB, would you cut off your dreads if it meant making it where you had to go? Like, if somebody was just like, I gotta take that whole clump off the back of your head right now. If you want to get there, you gotta go there.
Though? How low? Do I gotta cut it all off?
How low can you go?
Do I need to get a fade? Like,
I feel like if I was a pastor in church, I would told you to cut it all off for Jesus. So yeah, cut it all off.
For my dream to be like, all right, you making it. But then it's like, what's making it though? What does that mean?
Whatever it means to you, because it can mean different. It can mean just like, you got $1,000 every month. That's making it to you.
See, that's not making it to me.
Like, whatever making it is to you.
That's a bill.
That ain't nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna do nothing crazy for for anything, you know, because I got morals and stuff.
Tight.
But yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I like
yeah.
my hair, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's why I'm at where I'm at right now, because it's like I got morals and I'm not about, you know, all the other stuff, the Hollywood,
Right.
all the other, you know, just
You ain't
I'm just
with this
grounded,
shit.
and I like to be around people who are just down to earth, cool, still got their morals intact, you know. So, but still, it's like you gotta take risks though. You gotta take your risk.
I'm kind of surprised we still cool then, because I be like sometimes not. I be lacking my morals a little bit. I know it's like, but it's okay though. It's okay. You know, don't listen to that stuff, Olivia. Like whatever. That's not good for your ears. But how about you? Like if like they said you got to stop wearing shorts for a whole year, like would you just be like?
Oh, that was nothing.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I mostly wear pants, but shorts I love to wear, you know, because it's just so hot out here. I'm just like, man.
It do be hot. It's hot.
Oh yeah. And right now we're at that time where we play some of y'all beats. We definitely need one person to connect to the roadcast program.
Who want to go first?
Oh, you
Oh,
get
yeah,
your
I'm
phone up, I can play.
So while we waiting on them, Vaughn,
Yes,
like,
sir.
you are not precisely a producer, but you are a podcaster. So like, can you tell us about some successes and things that you've done with your podcast?
Man, listen. Nah, like for real. No, cause like to even start it is just crazy. But I could tell you, I could tell you a little bit of things about like when I went to Florida, you know, cause I was working with people like in the industry, working with, you know, some rich people and just some well-known people. I did a lot, man. I went to Jocelyn's private pool party, so I was in the scenes with that. I went to Sexy Red and Drake's what was it, music shoot, shook some hands with Fredo Bang, did some good photography out there. I don't even do photography, but whatever can get me in the rooms and they think that I can do some shit, I'm there, you know what I'm saying? So like I done a lot of like good networking with like Trina, you know Trina, right? The baddest, you feel me? I work like a close with her assistant. So I was always in them rooms, man. So it was, I don't know, it's cool shit.
Big bed.
Did y'all get connected to the Bluetooth, or did y'all need help finding it? It's called
still going?
Roadcaster.
Yeah, I was still looking for beats.
Yeah.
A bunch of beats, but like, what's the rest of one?
Which one is the special one?
I know. What's it?
Oh, I got a question.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. Like since AB's a DJ, you DJ and dance, and you dance. Like, how does those forms like inform you as far as like making a beat? Like, does the beat have to feel a certain way in order for you to get into it? Like, does it gotta be danceable? Does it gotta be DJable for you to make that certain type of beat?
It's different for me now. Like, I'm gonna let you go first. I want to hear your segment while they doing that.
Yeah, so I take a lot of inspiration from my current playlists and what genres kind of feel good to me. So I have a lot of influence from jazz, a lot of influence from, you know, if I could name a couple of producers that I've been heavily inspired by, it would have to be, I'd probably say Ninth Wonder is probably the biggest one for me. Yeah. So yeah, I listen.
Zion is-
Yeah, that was crazy. I listened to a lot of with jazz. I listened to Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, and I tried to sample a lot of beats, but I also try to make my own. I'm interested in doing orchestral scores, and finding ways to dance to that kind of music is inspiring to me. So I'm just kind of
Give us an example. I see you connected. You ain't.
yeah, of course. For the orchestral or the sample.
Play what you want the world to hear.
Ooh, okay. I have one. It's called Night In. It's more of like a subtle beat. So it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna play right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, can we freestyle?
I'm so bad at freestyling.
I like it.
Let's do it. here. Vaughn, you started it. You gotta go first. Say something.
Yeah, I'm Vaughn Rebel. I'm gonna take the. Nah, okay. But no, this is hard though. This is hard.
Supposed to get on there and be like, I'm Vaughn Rebel. I picked the basketball up and it never settled.
Ooh.
I play these beats and yeah, I use the treble.
Hey.
If you fucking with me, nigga, you gon' be in trouble.
Okay.
I eat the Pop-Tart out my girl booty.
Yum.
You know that's how we eat the coochie.
Yeah.
My baby mama like Karuchi. She
Word?
ain't get hat back Chris Brown, but she still got booty.
Oh,
Ooh.
for real?
Yeah, low key.
For real?
That was fire.
That was actually cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like, put that on here.
Here, beat. Now hold up.
Hey, the beat's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, don't.
I'm gonna be serious.
If you play some, I'm a for real. I'm a for real. But
What's the Bluetooth again?
it's called Rodecaster Pro. I'm gonna let Jamaal hear the beat first up before I like.
Up next to. All right, I'm
It's a see that.
I gotta hear the beat though. Y'all still playing the beat?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm disconnected.
Oh, you didn't hear the beat, right?
I'm out of the loop.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
go- okay.
You gotta play.
All right, I'm gonna put Mars there. All right, y'all.
What we doing?
I'm about to play something like left field as a beat. Let me see.
Oh,
Okay.
that's something for it?
Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong vocal. That's the one with the vocals.
Oh.
Edit it out. No, y'all was about to hear me sing. Hold up. I got you. A second. Damn. Hold up. Stall real quick.
So let me ask y'all again. If they said you was gonna be successful, but you had to vote for Trump, would you do it?
Ooh.
No.
No. It's not even worse voted for Trump.
I was gonna be successful though.
I mean,
Like you go.
the worst thing in the
I
world.
mean,
to vote for
shit.
Trump.
You got my vote. You got, I don't even listen. I'm sorry, but
What would define the success? I mean,
Right.
Whatever
out
the-
of
whatever
curiosity, I
success-
still wouldn't vote for him. But I mean,
Success always
gonna lie.
depends on you. Like for a local business owner, just being able to support their family is enough success. The beat going?
Oh,
hit
okay.
the beat.
right. Yeah, hit that be quick, please.
I know.
That sound like the Powerpuff Girls intro from right here.
Right. I feel like
Double those.
I like the little that thingy.
The sample.
It's like a wine.
Oh, the ball.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, boom, boom.
shouldn't come on, dude. We can go for it.
Nigga.
Come on.
I almost
Hear the beat. Hear the beat. Shit. See? Should we see?
Oh.
I like that.
All right, come on. What's a freestyle? Let's get it. Jump in.
nigga.
Jump in.
Jump in.
Jump in.
Can I say anything?
Say anything.
When I'm doing this, I ain't hesitant. One day I was feeling it
Yeah.
off the fucking drugs and I went outside. Decided today I'm a president.
Ooh, hold on. hold on, right?
Yeah, we
Quick.
gotta bleep that
Let's
out.
rewind it back. Now step in again.
Alright, let's try one more time.
About to end. Like, you go.
You'll be banned.
This time I ain't. I won't hit him. I won't talk no violence. No violence.
Talking about politics.
Right.
What?
Hey.
There's nothing wrong with this.
Okay.
Kicking back,
Hey.
trying to relax, trying to dance. Ah,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
A little something.
You look like
Vaughn, fuck Red Robin.
She said, y'all messing up my beat, bro.
That was unsolicited.
That was a really cool beat.
Can we
though.
bleep that part out?
Let's wrap it
Jamaal
up.
don't know what to do.
So yeah, this was a dope ass segment. Like we really had a good show today. Like y'all was definitely like some very good vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
It's good to have, you know, people back in the city. It's good to
Hey,
have
thank
some of
you.
the best DJs and producers in the city. You know what I'm saying? Here with us tonight doing that shit. Don't forget to support all the brands from Olivia to, you know, Miss Popular Underdog over here with the Genius Child. Support
yeah.
Genius Child. I hope you be bringing back them dungeon sessions, and we definitely, you know, get the studio for the dungeon sessions that you was doing, because those were fire.
Yeah, I need. Yeah.
And Vaughn, we hope to see you, you know, back at the top of the top. You know what I'm saying?
I need to come through. I need to come through again for sure, bro. I
So-
tell you my experience.
So with that being said, this is your boy Wizard Taylor. The B.R.B. is I, never is, but he is will. You know what I'm saying? The Anomaly with my boy.
Jamaal the RX. I want to thank y'all for coming out. And this is the Valley of the Beats podcast.
Yep.
Hey.